Good morning, all you travel adventurers out there. I am the Great Canadian Explorer, your host Ryan, and today is day number 6 of my trip to Honolulu, Hawaii, US of A. I hope you guys will come along with me and join me on my trip here and come exploring and do what as I go outside and check some stuff out. It is also the final day of the Pokémon World Championships as well, day number 3. So let's go check it out as well and hit that closing ceremony so we can find out where the last day is. So let's head on out and check things on out. Let's get going.
There we go. So we go into this, we go into the Pokemon portal. And are you familiar with rental teams?
Yes.
Yes, alright. So I'll skip the battle stadium then. And we're going to hop straight into a battle. What code would you like to use for our battle today?
We'll do doubles.
No, I meant link code.
That's fine.
Okay.
Let's go.
Right. I'm all about that sometimes. Keep it simple, right? So, my only advice for picking new teams is don't pick the current party. That's a misplay. Currently, if you haven't heard about the current format, we're in official rules 2 until the end of the month. But in a few weeks, we'll be moving back to 1, and I'm super excited about it.
Shouldn't we be going to 3?
I would love to say that answer is yes, but I'm also very happy to go back to 1 because we're taking out a lot of the really crazy Pokemon, including Paradox, and what else is there? All the minor legendaries like Urshifu and Zapdos, Moltres, all them, they're all gone for the new format we're going to. So it'll be like Reg Super Egg, which will be really exciting. Other than that, don't pick that terrible team. So yeah, participating battle teams. And then we have 5 teams for you to pick from today. Which one out of them? I don't think I'm battle represented. There we go. Alright, now, normally this is the part where I ask if you want screen peeking or no screen peeking. But since we're going to be recording today, the answer is definitely keep them flat so we can see both people.
And then when you start getting really into it, and you start training up your Pokemon, you'll see things like damage here. Okay, you have a really high time stat, pretty high HP stat, really high defense stat. It's kind of They're really fun. And throw a Pokeball. Press A. Put it right there. And now you have a brand new shop. And you can catch as many as you can buy. It is not free.
Oh no.
Oh, I misclicked.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it missed again. Weird double misses.
I meant to heal for himself.
Yeah. Now what happened?
What, the fact that it went to the protect?
I forgot that it has the ocean thing. Yeah.
See, that protect is the only thing that kept you alive.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I forgot that it can go through that protect.
So if you have friends or people online, you can challenge them with friends around and we'll fill you in with other trainers in the game. So that way you have when you're playing like competitive, you'll get to see what so those are your
That wasn't even a crit.
This is weak to wild grass.
No, I know it's weak to grass. I don't know, I guess I expected it to be a little bit tankier. A bit of a special. Just, big rock iron thing, No, GG. That was close. Oh, you had fun? So if you're looking for all the things you get, for starters, I have one of these for you. So here you go. And then I got a couple of goodies over here we gotta go over for you. Yeah, absolutely. Let's go. Right over here.
We've got a VG player.
One VG player.
So I've got some free gifts for you. First, we've got a Steamy distribution code for Scarlet and Violet. We've got a set of stickers for you. And my favourite part, this exclusive Snorlax pin badge. That's only for this event, so they're very rare.
Nice.
You can also take some temporary tattoos if you like.
Temporary tattoos, we have those as well. Other than that, we have a a small version of the Pokemon Center here in the corner if you want to check that out.
Sure, I'd love to check that out.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can head on over, and then when you're done, we have the exit over here.
Perfect, thank
See
you.
you later. All right.
Okay. The VGC area. This is all the stuff you guys got, right? And then the skateboards? In the main center, these were all sold out yesterday. The skateboards were all sold out yesterday.
Yeah, we sent them over about another 200. But we have a few left in the back. And the exclusives are there all though.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's what you were looking for, the exclusive?
No, I was just, whatever exclusives you had, but I mean,
Yeah.
have a nice day. Learning how to play with CCG. You see on Unite is on the end here. Oh, I think I went the wrong way. The exit is through the doors. Through this way, yeah, that's what I thought. Oops. Sweet. Yeah, that was the Pokemon Labs. We ordered the R burger at Wahlberg's. So here in Honolulu. Lunchtime, so burger and fries. That's what I got. And the Fanta fruit punch, which is good.
Is still a very favorable board position for him, as the Calyrex will still be able to attack first, and the Raging Bolt should underspeed the Zamazenta as well.
Yeah, the Zamazenta already under half HP, so it's in a really critical position for Tatsuomi. You know you can get some recovery every turn with the Protect, as grassy terrain is here. It'll give you a little bit of HP at the end of each turn. Double Protect from Kevin here on the turn. We've actually seen that now multiple times, that as he sets up his own Trick Room, he will then protect the following turn. Iron Treads goes for the Protect as well to keep itself safe. Body Press doesn't hit into the Raging Bolt, so no damage from anybody, only health recovery.
And Kevin again anticipating the Protect on that Iron Treads to ensure that Zamazenta can't find a knockout in this turn. Now you can fairly safely target into the Iron Treads with your Pokemon. You do still have to worry about a Wide Guard, and you do have to worry about the Rillaboom switching in for that Iron Treads as well. So there's a bit of a mind game here as to what attack Kevin uses with that Calyrex. But still, none of these Pokemon are necessarily worried about being knocked out this turn. And as you can see, Calyrex actually switching out to keep itself safe. So Kevin just going on the offense with the Raging Bolt.
Kevin going to reveal his fourth and final Pokemon in Game 3, being the Incineroar. Let's see if Tatsuomi was prepared for this situation. These Trick Room turns are so tricky to get through when you're not the Pokemon or the trainer that takes advantage of it. Terra Bug Iron Treads yet again in Game 3. Last time it was double targeted, so that's why it wasn't able to hang on, but he did get crit by a Booster Energy Thunderbolt from Raging Bolt. This time it goes towards the Zamazenta. Tatsuomi has lost its restricted Pokemon in Game 3. It's just the Iron Treads. Steel Roller with the grassy terrain into a Fire type. It does hardly anything.
It does hardly anything, and it will also tear up the grassy terrain on the field. Rillaboom will be back out shortly to reset that terrain and give Iron Treads access to Steel Roller once again, but you really wanted to land that attack into the Calyrex Ice Rider, which is why you Terastalize, so you can take those hits. That all being said though, with 2 turns of Trick Room remaining, Tatsuomi is on the back foot. You have access to fake out this turn. You can go ahead and maybe protect your Iron Treads for one of these turns, or fake out and protect to get through both turns. But you have to find your way through Trick Room in order to keep an advantage and keep yourself in the game for that World Champion title.
Incineroar does not have a fire attack. There is no Flare Blitz because of Will-O-Wisp being that fourth slot. So both of these, the grass and bug types on the field right now, are not threatened by super effective damage. Draco Meteor lands into Iron Treads. It's the KO. And Tatsuomi losing his terrestrialized Pokemon. It's just Rillaboom versus the world.
Rillaboom does have that grassy terrain to help keep its health higher and also boost the damage of its grass-type attacks. But with a Calyrex Ice Rider waiting in the wings, will it have enough in the tank to take all three of these KOs?
That's the forfeit.
Awarded junior champions in Pokemon video game history.
Games 2 and 3 arguably were shorter combined than Game 1 was. There was so much back and forth in Game 1. These two trainers playing at an elite level, trying to figure out their tendencies, trying to figure out their play styles, on what type of risky decisions they can get rewarded for. And Kevin losing Game 1 and coming back to win the series is so impressive.
Tatsuomi's play throughout that matchup was impressive as well. Who would have expected to see Iron Treads in that matchup, ready to threaten all that damage down onto the Incineroar, onto the Calyrex Ice Rider? Tatsuomi recognizing that.
The Calyrex, if you roll the Urshifu and raise that midfield, maybe protect that Calyrex here, maybe protect the Urshifu here, scout out what the Miraidon's going to do again, or do you try and play into that, maybe expecting Luke to expect that from your side of the field, switch that Miraidon out, maybe go after that program because of how threatening it was in that second game, remove that from the field, you remove the Armatil, you kind of free up some of your more options where you've got access to those priority attacks as well. You don't have to worry about the trick remover, so your Calyrex can breathe a little sigh of release when that Pokemon has gone down.
Every match so far, we have seen the double protect on this first turn, but Ray is going to go on the offensive. Astro Barrage, nothing into the choreograph, but a lot of damage into the Miraidon. But it's going to be a triple here. It's into the Calyrex. That could have been everything instead. Down on the very first turn of the match. How devastating.
So unfortunate for Luke going for the Draco Meteor and missing. You would have got such a good return there for that Pokemon, keeping it on the field. The Psychic Nose going into the Urshifu, taking it down to a sand, but not enough. Ray taking a huge advantage because of that miss and because he's being brave and not protecting that first turn, going for pure damage.
The bounce back you have to have from that, losing the restrict on the first turn, you can't come back from that. If you have something like the Entei, there is possibilities, but absolutely devastating. This is going to be an uphill battle from this point on. And the Calyrex, it has not been damaged whatsoever. So even if the Entei does target into the Urshifu here to take it down, the Calyrex will be able to respond.
Yeah, we'll be able to respond, and it's probably in that position now where it could go for an Afterthought here, maybe even go for a Terrestrialization here, because it's still available with the race side of the field. One thing you could say Luke has got an advantage of here, can Terrestrialize that Entei now, go for that extreme speed, get rid of the issue. Once that's gone, then you can start concentrating on that Calyrex a little bit easier. You don't have to worry about the Astral Barrage, but you still have to worry about that Psychic. You've got the Vergra up there that can help with speed control, you can flip the dimensions. The Amogus isn't on the field right now. If it is in the back though, that becomes a little bit risky because your electric terrain is now at my time.
And then turn 2, it's time for the Terrestrialization and the choreograph. Last time, game 2, we saw the Foul Flame coming out from that Terrestrialization, and what it was able to do to the Calyrex Shadow Rider. Can it do what the Miraidon could not? Extreme speed. Urshifu goes down. Is there going to be the follow-up from this choreograph for a double KO onto this turn? We have to get past this Calyrex first as Psychic into this Entei instead. A lot of damage, but not enough. This is going to be the moment, though, for Luke seeming more into this match, and it will be that foul play. Took the KO
once again for that successful terrestrialization on the program. Take advantage of that boosted foul play and get rid of the restricted on race side of the field, leveling the playing field going into this next turn.
We talked so much about the importance of the Entei, but this Vergraph has been MVP so far, doing what the restricted could not, and now raid down the final two Pokemon. It's the support and it is the Raging Bolt. The Raging Bolt, since it's been introduced in the format, has definitely been a force to be reckoned with, and this one does have the potential for that damage with that Life Orb. Can it do enough though? It doesn't have access to that priority thanks to that Vergraph, so it has to go slow but steady to take these KOs.
Yeah. The thing is, you really want to utilize that Thunderclap in this situation, but with that Vergraph on the field with the Armor Tail, that is blocked until that Pokemon exits. The Amoonguss as well is going to be heavily threatened from that Entei now with the Sacred Fire. It's going to do a lot of damage into that Pokemon, but maybe scouting out a Protect from Ray's side, the Entei going for a Protect of its own.
Amoonguss as well, not wanting to take attack from this potential Entei, so it's going to be the other two to act on this turn as Raging Bolt targets into the Vergraph. It's going to be hanging on this turn though, not going to be full, but Psychic Noise targeting into the Protective Mushroom instead.
Yeah, that's a really nice play there, getting some damage onto the Vergraph as soon as possible, prioritizing getting rid of that Pokemon is really what you want to do. We talked about the importance of that Armor Tail. There's going to be something you have to remove as soon as possible to kind of free up the ability to use that Thunderclap. Some of those priority attacks that are going to be so useful in closing this game out. Maybe you have to sacrifice the Amoonguss here and go for that Rage Powder to try and draw in some of those big threatening attacks from Entei on the side of the field.
Notable, there is still terrestrialization for Ray, so when the moment counts the most, we're going to be able to see the Sparkles coming onto the match. Not for offensive on that Raging Bolt though, instead wanting to make sure that this Amoonguss can stick around as long as possible into that very tight. Trying to make sure if a Sacred Fire comes out, it's going to be helping out, but helping hand. Can we get the damage here? Rage Powder, the Amoonguss, you got the damage with the Raging Bolt. You need to keep this Pokemon safe, but is this going to be enough? You drop the weakness, and you're going to take this hit.
That's all Ray needs to do for this one turn, because maybe that is enough to remove the Entei from the field, and the Thunder will come out, a Thunderball enough to take that down, not into the Vergraph, so that gets this a little bit longer.
Alright, we got these two Pokemon, the Burnt Little Mushroom, on a little bit of borrowed time as we get into the ending of this game number one. This will be the Grimmstar once full trained as he's down to his final two as well on this full health.
Yeah, the Amoonguss now in a good position to just go for another one of those Rage Powders. Can the Raging Bolt get rid of this Vergraph on Luke's side of the field, and then it becomes pretty much a one-on-one situation. You've got the more offensive power on Ray's side, so it's all for Luke to do here. Rage Powder coming out as a light screen is set up.
Trying to make sure that you can out-damage your opponent, not take too much as Thunderbolt into the Vergraph, more than enough to bring Luke down to his final Pokemon. And with the sportive one, and the only move of choice being this foul play, does Luke have enough to close this out?
It's going to be very, very difficult. You'd say with the burn on the Amoonguss is really impactful here. The big thing is the electric terrain has now disappeared, so that Grimmsnarl going to be susceptible to those spores. If the Amoonguss can get one of those off, maybe you take a chance to just protect the Raging Bolt one turn. Scout out the foul plays going into that slot. Utilize the Amoonguss for the score.
Instead of his locked in with Ray Yamanaka is going to be your Pokemon World Champion here in the Seniors Division. It's brilliant back and forth, best of 3 set, and in the end, being able to close it out. First year, been playing now in Scarlet and Violet. First game, first generation, and World Champion. What a feat, what an accomplishment.
Absolutely incredible from Ray from start to finish. It was a testament to his play throughout. It looked a little bit dicey after that game too, but he was able to kind of overcome that, come through it, and in the end really capitalized on some of the very well positioned Pokemon and utilizing the tools that he had available, like that Raging Bolt in the end game. Maybe one of those Pokemon that you think, are you going to bring it to this? Is it going to be that effective? But yes, it was effective. It was just what he needed in that end game. And the Amoonguss is so pivotal throughout. Massively done. Huge congratulations to Ray and to both of our finalists.
His stream next to his Landorus. Yuta is not slowing down, instead going on the speedy side here. You've got the Iron Valiant on the field with the boost that it's going to get from Quad Drive. Now it's going to be extra speedy, and you have the Choice Scarf on this Landorus. And so now, Luca's gonna have to figure out what to actually go for here. With this Iron Valley, it is running Spirit Break, so that is one way that you can start to control a bit of the special attack output from this Miraidon, because you have no way to actually remove the terrain, so it's always going to keep that half-run engine boost to its special attack. The other thing that you have, though, is if you really want to, you can consider trying to switch something in or go for coaching. There's a lot of options here for this Iron Valley to provide in terms of support.
It's going to be tempting to go for the Spirit Break, though, to kind of force the Terrestrialization on the opposing Miraidon, but then Miraidon has that redirectional support with the Overpond next to it to be able to provide that redirection. You do see the Terrestrialization come through, though. It has been forced. There is no Dragon type on the field anymore. A pure Fairy type in the form of Miraidon here. Something like a Dazzling Gleam would deal a significant chunk of damage. It's going to be some redirection coming in for the Overpond, just going to save it from taking a Spirit Break and lowering its special attack.
Well, the Spirit Break into the Overpond is going to do just a little bit of damage. It is resistant, though, and that special attack drop not going to matter on this physically offensive threat. But it is going to be the Sludge that gets the knockout at the end of the day. But the most important thing is that this Miraidon is going to be alive and all the way going to
You've removed one big threat from the field here, as well as enabling Luca the opportunity to now adjust and switch up the ball position. The ball switch will mean a Pokemon has to come into fruition, but then because you have had that other partner removed, you can also bring a second Pokemon into play. It's going to be the Iron Hands. We know that Fake Out potential is on the field, as well as once again boosting up that Quark Drive and boosting the attack of the Iron Hands.
Oh boy. We've got two future Paradox Pokemon in this match, but it's going to be the Iron Hands that continues to prevail above all right now.
Do you know what I wonder though, is if Yuta is now going to completely switch things up here. You went with the fast mode front and center, now you have the utility to bring in something slower from the back. It is that Calyrex Ice Rider, and you have the offensive pressure from something like the Landorus that could go for a lot of damage right now into both these opposing Pokemon. If you've got the Calyrex in play, you can try and get the Trick Room, and if there is indeed something like the Amoonguss in the back as well, that could be a fantastic endgame state for Yuta.
It could be, but there's not really a great way to remove this Miraidon before it can potentially get a decent amount of damage out. You look at the Landorus with this Sludge Bomb, and it's not necessarily guaranteed to be enough for a knockout in a lot of cases. So if there's any little bit of extra damage that can come through, maybe this Calyrex is able to withstand another attack. It's why this Terra is going to be so important to have preserved for something like this Ice Rider to have a defensive capability.
I always wonder if the Terra on the Landorus could be good as well though, because you know Fake Out's in the field with the Iron Hands, you're locked into Sludge Bomb, and you're going to be able to do a significant chunk of damage to the opposing Miraidon here. If you do indeed go for something like the Ghost Terra, then you can avoid being hit by that Fake Out. But the Grass Terrestrialization is also a key component. A lot of decisions here for Yuta.
A lot of decisions and not a whole lot of time to do it, as he is down a game in this set. One more win here, and Luca's going to become your world champion, so it comes down to this. The Ice Rider Calyrex is going to take on that Grass Terrestrialization. He's going to have to hope that it can get through and survive with some of this damage, and that this Trick Room is going to be the exact environment that it wants to be in. But as there's going to be a Fake Out here, this Ice Rider Calyrex is not going to be able to get a chance to move because the Sludge Bomb in return. Definitely not enough to knock out this Miraidon. So it's going to another Draco Meteor. It's going to be one step closer to becoming the world champion.
No stopping Luca at this point in time. You needed the Helping Hand to be able to get the KO with that Sludge Bomb. It just wasn't enough without a critical hit to completely deactivate this Miraidon on the field. Fantastic play from Luca here. You see the Amoonguss coming in as well. The last two remaining Pokemon for Yuta in his bid to become the world champion. Trick Room is not in play. However, Amoonguss can now go for a little bit of redirection. You know that the opposing Miraidon is now locked into that Draco Meteor. It's had its special attack dropped, so it's not going to be dealing as much damage.
Yeah, and if you are able to actually get this Trick Room set up, then it is going to be an easier way to try to get through this Miraidon. You have the speed here control, and you will be able to start dishing out some of these glacial lances. As Miraidon does go for a Draco Meteor though into the Amoonguss, it's going to do a decent amount of damage.
And no direct redirection coming through here. Instead, just a natural double target. Yuta still has two Pokemon remaining on the field. It did not go for the redirection. It goes for the Power Pump. Has Calyrex's back. And if Calyrex is going for the Trick Room, it flips the match on its head.
Now the speeds are going to be in control potentially for this Ice Rider Calyrex, but we have to see how it's going to fare against something like this Iron Hands.
Iron Hands is definitely a Pokemon that can be trained to be very, very slow. And in some situations, can indeed match that Calyrex in form. So we're going to have to see exactly how these trainers have trained their Pokemon in terms of speed and who is going to be the faster. Amoonguss really sitting on borrowed time here. There's no other Pokemon to switch out with, so the regenerator ability is null and void. And because the electric terrain is on the field, you cannot go for any spores. If anything, Amoonguss here needs to maybe, I think, only go for the redirection. You've got Clear Small, but I don't think that's going to do too much. Although into the Maridon, it might be enough.
It might be enough, absolutely. But Amoonguss and Trick Room is going to be the first to move. Iron Hand is going to take a very pitiful amount of damage there. And as he goes for the Dragon Punch now, it is going to get a little bit of recoil thanks to hitting into the Rocky Helmet.
And it went before the Calyrex as well, so able to get a little bit of damage back. This could be indicative of how they are trained indeed. Of course, Amoonguss does go down, and now Calyrex has the utility to go for that Glacial Lab. Instead, however, it's the chilling nade boost as well, but the Maridon is yet to move.
It is yet to move, but it is at -4 special attack. So it may be, as long as this is not going to be a magical hit, it's going to just do a little bit of damage at a time. Now the Maridon is at -6, and the Polygraph is now going to come in at more than 5 here.
This is not what you want to see if you are the Calyrex here. Not only is the electric sea boosting up the defense on Porygraph's side, but it is rocking that foul play. And as your attack boost from Chilling Nade get higher and higher, foul play's potential gets bigger and bigger. Calyrex goes the Glacial Lab, however, this is going to be another bit of KO on Porygraph. No, it's still here. It's going to have to take another one of those.
It's going to take another one, and it's going to have to survive another attack coming in from this Polygraph. And so, as we see the Chilling Nade goes down over time, it's going to be even more detrimental on foul play. Goes into the kill.
It is now a 1v1. Calyrex is going to move forward. It's a single target down into the Porygraph. The leads out once again. Maridon with its best buddy Overcome by its side for redirection, and now we have got the speedy and the slow. We have got the Iron Valiant and the Calyrex Ice Rider.
Both of them on the field right now, it kind of forces your hand. What sort of mode would you potentially want to go for? And let's not forget that this Iron Valiant has the opportunity to go for coaching that would help to increase the attack stat of these Iron Calyrex right away.
I mean, if you go for the Terra Grass as well on that Calyrex Ice Rider, you're in a difficult spot here. It means you will resist the electric type attacks from the opposing Maridon. Draco Meteor will be neutral, but you are fearing that opposing Overcon. If it wants to go for that Fire type Ivy Cudgel, it is going to be dealing a huge chunk of damage. But whether or not with the coaching being able to boost up your defense as well, that's going to be able to put you in a survivability spot is yet to be determined. And if there is not a Terrestrialization coming through from that Maridon, a Glacial Lance is going to hurt like a drum.
It will. So I think it comes down once again to what's going to happen on this very first turn. As we do see the leads on the board. Do you also continue to think about Trick Room setup in this moment? I wonder.
Exactly. Trick Room has the capability here, and really, Yuta is in, I think, Luca's head. What's it going to be? Redirection coming through from that Overcon, drawing in all of the attack potential. Maybe something like a Spirit Break instead. It's going to be that coaching coming through. And as you can see, Calyrex is going to be getting the attack and the defense that is not redirected by the following.
The Dragon Meteor and it's slot. It's not going to help.
Now the speeds are very, very interesting. The Iron Valiant in a little bit of a detrimental position, but you could always use this opportunity to switch something in from the back, or let the Iron Valiant go down, be happy for it to be KO'd, and allow it to try and go for something in return here. You could always maybe switch out to something like the Amoonguss, maybe just get some more helmet damage here, but for me it's about the Calyrex. In this situation, do you actually go for a Protect and allow one turn of Trick Room to allow for a more position switch from the Iron Valiant, or do you just go for the Glacial Lance?
I think you just have to try to make the most of the attack moves that you've been given, right? You may not necessarily be able to get a big knockout onto this Overcon, but also depends on maybe how these are trained. But at the very least, you've scared away this Maridon. It is going to retreat, and instead, it is going to be Iron Hand that takes its place. So let's see what happens from here after we see this attack boost for the Iron Hands.
Well, Yuta doesn't necessarily want to see this Iron Hands. We know that it has the potential to be faster in Trick Room against that Calyrex, and with a very low HP remaining, it's got something like the Fake Out should be able to get the edge on it. The Pelipper joining the field, though, bringing that rain is just going to enable none of these fire type attacks to deal as much damage, but Overcon playing defensively and going for that Spiky Shield.
Spiky Shield means that you are actually going to have it on the field a little bit longer. It's going to deny another boost to this Ice Rider Calyrex attack, but as it may be the Iron Hands that have taken place, it has the Assault Vest, it doesn't necessarily have a
So that's over 50% it's going to take from a single glacial land.
If I'm the Iron Hands now, I've got a decision to make. Do you go for the fake out to the Calyrex, or does the Calyrex protect? And then you want to go for the fake out to the Pelipper, because if you leave the Calyrex unchecked, another Glacial Lance is going to do a huge chunk of damage. But if you leave the Pelipper unchecked, something like the Weather Ball is going to hurt going down into the, or a Hurricane even, into the opposing Overpass.
That's why we're going to see the Amogus actually end up taking this Pelipper place instead. The Calyrex smartly protecting itself so it doesn't have to fear a fake out. Fake out does go into the Amogus though, so now that you see that come through, it's going to be a little bit more rocky helmet recoil and the ID cudgel going into the protected Calyrex.
I really like this play by Yuta. It's sacrificing a turn of trick room to switch up the ball position, because now Amoongus is going to be the slowest thing on the field. It can go for something like the Polypath and help that Calyrex regenerate a little bit of HP, particularly with the rain in play. It gives it a little bit more defensive support, or at the same time, you can go for that redirection. You know that the Iron Hands only has single target type attacks, so you can draw them in. Obviously, the Overpass, however, being a grass type, is not going to be affected by that rage powder, so it makes things difficult.
It does make it difficult, meaning that if you try to redirect away something like an ID cudgel, or even just a Woodhammer, this Calyrex is already not going to be sitting at a very healthy amount of HP. So as you head into this next turn, we are going to end up seeing a terrestrialization first, and let's see what it's for.
Nice to see a little bit later in the game, but it is indeed going to be on the Overpass here, dropping its grass type and just becoming a fully fledged fire type in this rain on the field here, trying to maybe use that body aspect to boost up the attack stat and get rid of this Amoongus.
Would be nice. The Amoongus on the right, I think it's going to work because it did get rid of that grass typing. So it's going to draw this attention away from this Overpass, as it also has to take the low kick. Another little bit of chip damage down to this Iron Hands as a glacial lance. Hit into both of these targets. The Iron Hands is definitely going to go down in the Overpass. Now that it has removed that grass typing, it still only takes about half of that damage.
It's still going to be vulnerable though, considering that's another chilling knee boost that the Calyrex has got. The Ivy Cudgel going to come through in the rain down into this opposing Amoongus. It's going to be able to hit hard, and it is enough to get the knockout.
Ooh, the knockout even through the rain. That is what you can see from just this embodied aspect attack boost, really trying to help out there. It allows you to bring in something else, and this Calyrex in trick room is still going to be one of the faster things on the field, but it's going to be the further out now that's going to take this Iron Hands' place.
This gets very interesting now. You've got the defense boost coming through from the Electric Sea, but you've also got Pelipper, generally on the slower side Pokemon-wise on the field. But whether the Pelipper or the Farigiraf are going to be able to move first could be critical there. Pelipper in a prime position to target down something like a Weather Ball into that Overpass and remove it from play. At the same time, Farigiraf doesn't want to have to take another one of these Ivy Glacial Lancers. Maybe double up on the Pelipper could be enough to get the KO. You have got the other boost. Overpass may go down to another Glacial Lance.
This is the last turn of Trick Room though, so we are going to have to see you to try to make the most of it. And while you have all of these boosts intact, even the sliver of HP means that you will be up and ready to go for something like another attack. Now that there is also this terrestrialization on the Overpass, there's no way that Farigiraf can actually terrestrialize to a water to try to resist some of this damage. So we see the Overpass go for the spiky shield here. Very safe play to make sure that it will be one of the fastest things outside of this Trick Room. So when we do see this attack from this Calyrex Ice Rider, it is not going to end up attacking into the Overpass there. But critically, we also don't see a helping hand from this Pelipper. But this Pelipper on the foul play, look at the knockout onto the Calyrex, but what is this Pelipper going to do?
I mean, I don't know if there's too much that it can do here. The foul play removing the restricted here. Pelipper was going for the Weather Ball. It is one nice mark down onto that Farigiraf. Rain booster, Light Ball booster. It gets the knockout. But both these trainers now, as Trick Room ends, forced to their last two remaining Pokemon. Pelipper's going to be joined by the Iron Valiant, and it's going to be the Miraidon joining the Overpass.
Yes, but now that we end up seeing this board state, you have the Iron Valiant that's going to be coming back in for Yuta, which outside of Trick Room, now that that's expired, is going to be faster than this Miraidon, especially because Miraidon's going to reset the electric terrain as it comes back in.
That's very true, giving a natural quad-type boost to this Iron Valiant. And as you said already as well, the terrestrialization has been used on that Overpass, so there's no fairy terrestrialization that can come through from this Miraidon. I have to say though, the one thing for Overpass here is that redirection. If you want to go for the follow me and save the Miraidon from having to take a powerful Spirit Break from the Iron Valiant, that can be exactly what the Miraidon needs in order to get some damage down on the field. You could go for something like a Dazzling Gleam, but there is the potential of a White Guard on the opposing side. So I think you've got to look at something that's going to be boosted by the Electric Terrain. Maybe the Electro Drift. I think it's time to see it.
I think it might be time to see it as well. We saw how much the Volt Switch from the Miraidon did into the Iron Valiant before, so we know that an Electric Drift would certainly be able to get the knockout as well. Yuta still hasn't used Terra though, and there is a very good defensive Terra, but you take a look at this Pelipper being able to terrestrialize the grass type. Yeah, Pelipper can't protect either, so it's going to be completely vulnerable to any electric type attacks that are coming its way. So I think as you have further terrestrialization in your back pocket, Yuta needs to unveil it now, and I think that's exactly what we're seeing, right? It's going to be a terrestrialization into potentially one of the final turns of the Days of Masters finals. The Pelipper going to take that grass typing, a great way to be able to resist these electric type attacks with this Rhydon, but you do make yourself a bit vulnerable to this Overbond, even if in the range. Helping hands though into this Iron Valiant. Do we end up seeing a redirection though from this Iron Valiant? Yes, we do. It is going to redirect away his attack. The Helping Hand boost though is still going to be able to come through. Spirit Ray comes to stay on the field. Connects down into the Overbond, but not enough to be able to get the knockdown. As a physical attacker, Overbond does not mind taking that drop for his partner right on the top of the electric drift. The electric drift into his Iron Valiant is going to be of these incredible world champions that we have seen come before him. This is a player that has worked so hard for this moment in 2023, being able to have one of the best seasons ever. You talk about all those top 16s that he's been able to have, the top 8s, getting a second even in Bologna this season, right before we made it to this World Championships, and he's done it. This is his first major win in a speed alterations, but Luca was, I think, constantly in control of the play. And it's so impressive because of just how many unique adjustments Yuta really did have for this Calyrex Ice Rider team. Very interesting picks that, in theory, should be able to help try to neutralize a little bit of this Rhydon matchup. The Landorus being able to deal that super effective damage, of course, the Terra. You also just have this Iron Valiant that has thrown a spanner in the works for a lot of the players that he's faced already, but Luca, very calm, cool, collected, and also not afraid to take those risks, like switching in that Iron Hands for that very first game, thinking, there's a Slug Bomb on the other side, I don't have to worry about a Sandstorm Storm. I think you said it perfectly, he was completely in control, and I think although Yuta had so many key pieces that could apply a lot of pressure to Luca, he stayed composed throughout, and actually, it's not just about the Pokemon on the field, sometimes you have to play the player as well, and I feel like Luca was constantly reading the book that Yuta was writing.
A special shout out to everyone who played at events this year, locals, regionals, internationals, and of course at Worlds. You are the reason that we're seeing such high caliber professional play here at Pokemon. So give yourself a round of applause. Now we have some champions to crown. Please first give warm congratulations to your junior finalist, Tatsumi Shimanuki! And now one big final round of applause to these top trainers of the Pokémon 2024 World Championships! While we reset the stage for closing ceremonies, we're going to stop in the Analyst Lounge one last time to recap the epic journeys from this year's event. Don't go anywhere because closing ceremonies will be starting very soon. And of course, we have some special announcements. Hello, Pokemon fans and trainers. Have you had a good weekend? Thank you all for being part of Pokemon Worlds 2024. In years of Worlds, as you know, we like to preview the latest and greatest to come to the Pokemon universe, and this year is no different. But before we discuss the future, let's take a moment to look back on this weekend.
Shout out to all the ones who came before. You showed the way, you opened up the door. Now we stand among legends and shout your names. Your love will never fade away. Shout out to all the ones who came before. You showed the way, you opened up the door. Now we stand among legends and shout your names. The world will never be the same. Started at the bottom, and you worked to win. You showed them you're awesome, and you won the day. Starting from the top spot, no room for mistakes. Yeah, you showed us the way. You showed us how to train up, how to pass the test, how to make your mark, be the very best. And when the lights are out, and the pressure's on, how to push you first, you're the only one making friends all along the way. The memory's always here to stay, and that's why we say, shout out to all the ones who came before. You showed the way, you opened up the door. Now we stand among legends and shout your names. The world will never be the same. Now we have our champions. They join the best. To every single trainer, we give them respect. We all have a story. We pass the test. Yeah, we become legends. We learn how to train up, how to break the mold, how to build our team, how to win the game. And when the lights are off and the pressure's on, how to push you first, you're the only one. Finally show the world today. Legends are always here to stay. That's why we say, shout out to all the ones who came before. You showed the way, you opened up the door. Now we stand among legends and shout your names. Your light will never fade away. Shout out to all the ones who came before. You showed the way, you opened up the door. Now we stand among legends and shout your names. The world will never be the same. Never be the same. So here's to you, here's to you.
To present those, please welcome to the stage the president and CEO of the Pokémon Company, Mr. Tsunekazu Ishihara!
観戦してくださった皆さん、本当にありがとうございます。そして新しい世界チャンピオンになられた皆さん、心からおめでとうございます。
Thank you everyone for tuning in and congratulations to all of our new world champions.
今年の世界大会は格別なイベントとなりました。皆さんの温かいご支援に感謝いたします。
This has been one of our best events to date, and I am thankful to all of you for your warm support.
また今年の世界大会の成功にご尽力くださったボランティアの方々、大会スタッフの皆さんに感謝します。
And thank you to all of the staff and volunteers who worked so hard to make this event a big success.
これからポケモンの最新情報をいくつかお伝えしましょう。
Now, I would like to share some of the latest news for our Pokemon games.
8周年を迎えました。
Pokemon Go recently celebrated its 8th anniversary.
豊かなゲームに成長していくのを私は目の当たりにしてきました。地元の公園で友達と一緒にレイドを楽しむ遊びから最高レベルの競技プレイまで誰もが楽しめる幅広いゲームになりました。そんなポケモン GO に新機能がまだまだ追加されます。
It has been exciting for me to see how full and rich the game has become, with something for everyone. Friends raiding together in local parks to the highest tiers of competitive play. And there are still many more new features to come.
では予告をご覧ください。
Here is a preview.
Oh, don't tell him Dynamax? Yeah. Dynamax. Dynamax.
Pokémon GO に登場します。スペシャルアタックを使ってバトル中に姿を変えることができます。
So Morpeko is coming to Pokemon Go, and it will have the ability to change its form within a battle using a charged attack.
ポケモン GO のバトル環境にどう影響するのか楽しみです。
We're very excited to see how it may affect the Pokemon Go's competitive environment.
さらにポケモン GO の世界に新たに巨大な新機能が加わります。近日中に公開される続報をお楽しみに。
Additionally, you can look forward to something gigantic coming to the world of Pokemon Go. Please stay tuned for more details soon.
Gotta be Dynamax.
ポケモンナイトは3周年を迎えました。
Pokemon Unite recently celebrated its 3rd anniversary.
そして現在アクティブで情熱的なコミュニティが築かれていることに感謝の気持ちでいっぱいです。その証が昨日の 決勝戦にも現れていました。一昨日に発表された500点選手の新モードは今後の戦いに大きな影響を与えるかもしれません。
I'm thankful that we have such an active and passionate community, and the World Finals match yesterday was truly a testament to their spirit. And the new 500-point mode that was revealed the other day may have a role in future competitions.
さて、ポケモンユナイトの最新映像はこちらです。
Here's the sneak peek at the next updates for Pokémon Unite.
Pokémon Worlds Oh, it's a roulette.
Darkrai and Psyduck are preparing to dive into the action. More information will be coming your way in the near future. Please stay tuned.
次に今年リリースされるポケモントレーディングカードゲームポケットの最新映像をご紹介します。
And now, please take a look at this new trailer for this year's upcoming title, Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket.
Interesting.
1996年の発売以来、世界中で楽しまれているのがポケモンカードを集めることです。手軽にポケモンカードをコレクションする楽しさを新たなデジタルフォーマットでお届けするのがポケモントレーディングカードゲームポケットです。
Players all over the world have been enjoying collecting Pokemon cards since their debut in 1996. Now, Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket lets you easily collect Pokemon cards in a new digital format.
本日からアップストアと Google プレイで事前登録ができるようになりました。この秋、皆さんにポケモントレーディングカードゲームポケットを遊んでもらえるのを楽しみにしています。
Trainers can pre-register now via the App Store and Google Play, and we're so excited for you to have the opportunity to play Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket this fall.
続いてはポケモンカードゲームの最新情報をお知らせしたいと思います。
We'd like to share some news about the Pokemon Trading Card Game.
こちらの映像をご覧ください。
Please, I'm looking at this video.
Rocket!
トレーナーのポケモンの登場でさらなる盛り上がりを見せるポケモンカードゲームをお楽しみに。
We hope you look forward to the excitement that the introduction of Traders Pokemon will bring to the Pokemon Trading Card Game.
ホノルルでの世界大会2024はここに幕を閉じますが、今後の世界大会を見据えたいと思います。次の世界大会の開催地を見てみましょう。
Now we're about to close out our event here in Honolulu. I would like to take a look at the future of the Pokémon World Championships. Let's see where we're going next.
Wait, Florida?
ポケモンをいつも応援していただき、本当にありがとうございます。
Thank you everyone for always supporting Pokemon.
それでは皆さん、来年もまたお会いしましょう。
I look forward to seeing you all next year.
Pokémon World Championships draw to a close, we leave more fulfilled and inspired than ever before. We've crowned new world champions and made new friendships and memories that will last a lifetime. The future of Pokemon shines bright, with the 2025 season coming up quickly on the horizon. A heartfelt thank you to our gracious hosts in Hawaii for the unforgettable endeavor. Thank you all for your unwavering support of Pokemon. Until next time, trainers, stay strong, stay passionate, and we'll see you in the next chapter of our incredible journey. Bye for now.
Buddy. Please don't walk in front of me.
walking into my shot.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Thank you. Thank you for moving.
On the hole!
So that was the Pokemon light show at the California Village. Hope you guys enjoyed that.
I'm sorry, it's your last trick. Ah! Look at my fans. Alright, thanks for watching. Oh! Chris! What? You missed it. Backflip right in front of you.
Do it together.
Yeah. Get together, let's go.
Look behind me. Do it together.
Come next to me. Don't, I won't hit you. Never mind. Come right next to me here. Right on my left. Alright, wait. Wait, you gotta be in the shot though. Like, come up more up.
He's afraid of being so
good. Alright, that's it for the show. Go away.
Thank you. He accepts Venmo.
No, I don't accept the money. It was fun. Thank you.
I was gonna say OnlyFans.
Alright, I'm just relaxing now.
Are you staying here until?
Alright, one last throw, see if I still have energy for it. Ah! There we go. Catch! I'm sorry, I'm just joking. That's gonna be a good video though. Yeah. Alright, Pauhana, thank you for watching. Prince, you wanna take a picture? Yeah. I have no energy, thanks. I know you have all the energy. If your mom lets you, I can swing the fire stick under your foot. I'm trained for this. Can I see your backflip one more time? Wait, you come here. Yeah. I want to see it directly. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, I'm not gonna do it right now. Easy, I can totally do it. You want to try it? I want to swing it on your feet. Be confident, just do it. I will not hit you, just do the back flip. You got this easy. There's nothing gonna happen. It's gonna look like, don't worry. Yep.
Wait,
You go it. Yep. Easy, look, easy, good job. Easy trick. Yeah, that's a performance, so I have Luigi jump over the fire sword. Yeah, it's good, right? Easy, I told you. I've done this professionally, so don't worry.
I know, you should. You guys should go on the road.
Oh, Mom doesn't have camera?
I got it. Phone died.
Oh, it's like I was gonna let him hold. Yeah, I was gonna let him hold it because, like, dude, I'm impressed. Sorry, we did it really quick.
So this is all the cool stuff I got while I was at the Pokemon Play Labs. Stickers, a pin, a cloth that has all the weaknesses and resistance, and another Steamy code card. What do you guys think? Cool, huh? So that was day number 6 of my trip here to Honolulu, Hawaii of the US of A. I'm just gonna chill out my hotel room now, have a snack of chips, and drink a bottle of lemonade before my final day, day number 7. So I hope you guys enjoyed coming along with me, checking out the closing ceremonies, hitting up that light show, and watching that fire wielder guy on the beach there by the Hilton. So if you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to like it. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button. It really helps it out. And hit that notification button to get notified of future videos like this one. Until next time, I am the Great Canadian Explorer, your host Ryan, and I will see you in the future videos. Until next time, have a great day. Bye, everybody.